Good evening and welcome once again, my friends, to another episode of Conscious Dating Online. I am your host, Francis Mahan. This evening, our conversation will be about how well do you know your partner or the person that you want to meet, the person that you want to connect with at a soul to soul level. How well do you want to know this individual, whether it is she or he? I am going to give you a few of the hints or insights that I look for when I am seeking for a partner. First of all, I like to ask questions or to initiate a conversation that says, this is what I like. For example, I like to travel. I love nature. I am in tune with myself consciously through meditation. And then you ask your partner or the person you're trying to meet if they like similar things. This is a way to know if you both have affinity, if you both are comparable, or if you have things in common. They say that opposites attract, but I will say that sometimes when you meet someone that has the opposite of you or is the opposite of what you like, sometimes you have to adjust because you are different and you are beginning to understand a new way of being of another person that you're not used to. Therefore, there is a lot to learn, communicate, connect. I prefer to have that feeling of a soul to soul connection when I meet someone. Something that when the person starts speaking, like I say, and I ask questions, everything that they say connects with you and it feels like you're home, like you understand this person and this person knows you. Have you ever had the feeling that you met someone and you know them? It seems like everything that they say and they know or they like, you understand and you have similarity. There is synchronicity between you and this person. That's what it feels like to know that this person is got something that you will enjoy while you engage into a partnership, communication, relationship, or whatever you want to do with a partner. If you are married, ask yourself these questions. Does your partner know who you are? Does he know your moods, your anger, your anxiety, your fears, your purpose, your dreams, your desires? Does he accept you as the child within that you are? We all have that childish personality that we reflect when we want to be ourselves. And there is nothing more comfortable than meeting someone that accepts who we are for what we are. Like if you want to dance or you want to laugh or you want to say a joke in front of your partner and he think it is funny and he think it's cute, then you know that he's not bothered by your attitude or your personality. Although when we meet someone, it feels like if you really like them, that everything is beautiful about them. But have you noticed that once you get married, things change? For example, when you meet someone, you want to hold hands and you want to hug and touch and be together and feel the embrace of the emotion. But let's say you're going to sleep and this person hug you and touch you and you're falling asleep, you're feeling a little bit like, oh, please let me be. I'm trying to sleep. I am tired. Instead of embracing the moment and being appreciative that the person is kind, tender, and loving toward you. It happens in marriage. It is so important to get to know your partner, because what if your partner has a bad habit that you don't know? And once you get married, you begin to discover that this habit is not very pleasant. It could be pornography, it could be sex, it could be anything of any nature. And you may not like it. If you're highly religious and you're a Christian and you're not into those modalities of being open and doing whatever a person wants, it's going to bother you. There is a way to approach this. I will not communicate with someone and try to say something in an appropriate moment. There is a time and place to bring this up. You want to get the right answer from your partner, you have to ask the proper question at the right time. Never ask when you're angry, never ask when he's tired, when he's not in the mood, or when he's about to engage sexually with you. You can do it if you're in the bedroom and you have had intercourse and you decide that, it's the right moment. Both of you relax and you want to ask a question, something that is puzzling you and you want to know. It's a good moment to do that. Or when you go on vacation, you both are alone, you may be in a hotel or you may be apart from the children and family. Then you will get the right answer. There is no pressure, no anxiety, no work, no children, nothing to interfere in your way of communicating with your partner. And there is a good possibility that you two will be able to communicate openly without having any disturbance or any interruptions. Why is it important that we know our partner? Because it is good to know when your partner is in a good mood, when he's anxious, when he's tired, when he's overworked, when he does not want to be bothered, when he wants privacy, when he wants to be understood, respected, when he wants just to have time with his friends, which is okay. Likewise, it is imperative that your partner recognize that you as a woman need time, attention, need to be appreciated, and recognized for some of the merits in the efforts that you dedicate to the relationship. Relationships required time, dedication, communication, love, and no conditions. Perhaps you may have rules, which is important. We have to have rules. We have to have way of letting our partner know what is and is not appropriate for you and for them as well. But in communicating and getting to know what is it that your partner like, you are more likely to make your partner happy, to understand your partner, to give your partner time, and to keep your distance if you have to. Imagine that someone had a very hard day in the office and tired and is exhausted and does not feel like talking. Do you want to bring any problems from the day to the table when you're having dinner? Perhaps not. I think a good way will be to give your partner a massage or just let your partner be and ask if they want to engage into a conversation or if they prefer to just be quiet and enjoy a peaceful moment, which is also okay. It is okay to give your partner time to relax after a long day. Now, let's understand the meaning in relationship. When you are in a relationship, everything is dandy, then you get married. What happens if your partner said to you one day, I don't want to be married anymore? Does your partner really know the true meaning of for richer, for poor, for better, for worse, until death do us part? Because the truth is, that once you are in a relationship and you find out something about your partner that you don't like, or you feel that your partner has kept a secret from you or has done something that you do not accept, is that a good reason to walk away? Or should you have some understanding and communication in order to settle what is being misunderstood, not spoken, and not divulged between both of you? It is easy for someone to say, I want to walk away because they think the grass is greener on the other side, which it never is. There is a reason why a person moves from one relationship to another and to another. There are things that need to be mended, and until they are, there will be no successful relationship. The fact that you leave your partner for somebody else is not so much that you're in love. It is that you lost and you have a habit of doing something that is inappropriate. And you find an excuse to say that you're no longer in love and say that you want to part from the relationship. Because ask yourself, why do some people last in a relationship 50, 60, 70 years, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the situation? It is because they're understanding, they're forgiven, and they're in it until the end. True love. True love. It is easy to walk away. It is a coward act because every problem has a solution. And what happened is that through distance in the marriage and the relationship, the person finds comfort outside the marriage and decide that they don't want what they had and they prefer something new. Believe me, you, love is eternal. It never ends, it never dies. You don't just decide one day that you no longer love this person and you're gonna walk away. Something happens in you. Something change. And it is in so much as I said before, that the person grows and decide that they don't want to be with this individual anymore. No, it is the fact that not having enough tolerance to understand your partner and stick through the end feels like you are hurting or you're dying or something is happening inside that you don't want to deal with. It's not possible to fall in love and to fall out of love. There isn't such a thing. People do not fall in love. People are in love. And because love needs attention, love needs work, love needs communication. When that communication is no longer there and you have one partner who keeps secret and does not communicate, that is what happened. They think that if somebody else understands them a little bit better outside their marriage, they have found heaven or their glory. No, it's not true. It's not true. You will face the same problem over and over again until you understand that there is something in you that needs to be mended, that you need to be more honest with yourself when you get into a relationship, when you meet someone, to get to know your partner at a deep level and not keep secrets, not keep any secrets. Although there are some situations in which people do not divulge because they're afraid that their partner will not understand. Let's say, for example, you are a woman or a man is being abused as a child, and he feels that if he brings that up to his partner and say, I've been abused as a child, perhaps she may not understand. She may not even appreciate him. And she may think there is a problem psychologically. I don't want to deal with this. That fear that perhaps your partner will not understand you is what keeps people from telling the truth and not divulging their hidden secrets. Likewise, in a woman, if she's being raped or something drastic happened to her or molested as a child, She doesn't want to tell her partner that this happened. We know today that there are many movie stars, famous people that have divulged how they were abused when they were child, yet they have relationships that never knew about this. Should their partner walk away from them, or should their partner have some more understanding? The cowards one will walk away because they will think, oh, perhaps something is wrong with this individual. Those who love will love you no matter what, for richer, for poor, for better, for worse, until death do all part. That's what marriage means. And a lot of people have forgotten the true meaning of relationship, the true meaning of love, the true meaning of partnership. When we are together, we are not two people. It's not me and you, or my name and your name. It is us. Us. One. You become one individual. There is a spiritual affinity that unites you as one. And you feel for that person what they feel. You hurt when they hurt. It's not a single connection. It is a unity. Unity means one, united as one with a common goal. It's imperative that you know your partner, that you know what your partner feels, what they like, what they don't like. I will recommend to ask deep questions when you first meet someone, because that will be intruding in their personal life. But as the transition of your relationship continues, perhaps you may want to ask questions. Perhaps you may want to know more if you have interest to create a deep connection and a deep relationship with a person that you have met. You must ask questions. You must know what they like, what they don't like, what is their sexual appetite, what everything. It is imperative. You have to have that in common in order for you to build something that is greater than what you are looking for. That foundation has to be there in order for that relationship to survive. And if you have to find out later on that something is inappropriate and the person has changed and they're no longer involved into what they used to, then you need to use forgiveness. Forgiveness will come as a reality of knowing that you love this person no matter what. Unless it is a crime, a murder, then that's different. But if it was self defense, it is okay, because it's either the other person's life or your partner's life. Forgiveness is so important in today's world, to show that we are kind, loving human beings with a loving heart that says, I forgive you. I care for you, because in forgiving you and caring for you, I love myself even deeper, even more, because I have it in me. If you do not forgive someone for wrongdoing, let's say the person is involved into pornography or sexuality, prostitution, whatever it is, whatever the case may be, if you do not forgive them, they will not change. They will not improve. Because in forgiving them, you lift up the veil of that dark experience they're going through, and you help them change and become a different person. We have to do this. We are human beings. We are beings of light, beings of energy. We are the image of God. Because ask yourself, if I was God, what would I have done? Would I have forgiven? We should forgive everybody and respect people for who they are. Authority, no authority, partner, no partner, husband, child, friends. Respect is important. Because when you respect yourself, when you respect who you are as an individual, as a human being, other people deserve the same. In relationship, trust, respect, kindness, compassion, and unconditional love, which is very difficult. Unconditional love means really no matter what you do or you whether you screwed up or no, I forgive you. That's what it means. The word unconditional means no matter what you have done, I have to forgive you or I do not love you because I have placed a condition on our love. And love has no condition. It comes from inside, from your heart, no condition, none whatsoever. Do you not love your children regardless of what they do? One message to those who are in a relationship but still feeling that they have a resentment toward their ex, whether it is a man or a woman. This is my word of advice. If you had children, if you have a child with your ex spouse, think about this. If you love your children, you must also love your ex. Why? This person has given you the greatest precious gift in life, which is a child. And when that child was born, you were so happy to have a minute piece of you alive that symbolizes part of who you are. Therefore, appreciate that gift from that individual. That even though you may not be with that person today, do not have resentment or hate towards them. Because if you do, you also hate your child. And like a hypocrite, you'd say, I love my children. That's not true. If you love your children, you must love your ex. In a sense of appreciation, in a sense of gratitude that you now as an individual have a child that you love so much out of that relationship you had, even if you don't have it anymore, because that relationship gave you an eternal present, life. My friends, this is for you who have children. Do not hate your ex-partner. It is not a good thing. Do not have resentment. Do not have any negative feelings against your ex if you have kids, because that will carry with your children. Whatever we do in a moment of passion, in a moment of love, when we conceive those children, those emotions will carry on to our children. If these children were made with the most loving, passionate moment in our life, those children will be loving, kind, and compassionate. But if it was in a moment of anger or not a passionate moment, that also carries with a child because that energy is going to penetrate into the fetus and is going to carry with it eternally. We are nothing but energetic beings, and whatever we transmute to our children in a moment of passion, when we conceive them, they generate and carry with them. Partnership, forgiveness, knowing your partner at a deep level, accepting your partner for what he or she is, not restraining, not controlling, not mocking someone because of their desire, their purpose, not belittling your partner, not making your partner feel uncomfortable in front of your friends, allowing this person to be free as a soul, as a being that they are. Because in doing so, you are also free. See this butterfly right here? Ladybug? Free. It's an expression of freedom that flies with its beautiful wings as a soul reflecting individuality. It's been a pleasure as usual. My name is Frances Mahan. Thank you for listening. Share my video and have a wonderful weekend. Namaste. Love and light.